We've never laughed as much in all my life. It's tragic.
I stood here in Mablethorpe with my camera. I was filming my 21st birthday and Dave's 60th. That film was a comedy. It was loud, chaotic, full of life. This time though, the camera feels a little heavier. My mum bought my nan and Grandad a final trip here just last Christmas. They had their final look at the sea together. But now we're back to fulfill his very specific final wish.
Well, we are here because my husband died 6 weeks ago, and we've got lots and lots of memories all of here, and most of them are here. And I would just like to say a few things about Mablethorpe and what we did and what we didn't do. But the best thing is, he loved this place.
And hopefully he can rest in peace in his happy place. Because this is his happy place where they were always happy, we were always happy, and we had some good times.
And today is another memory, but this is the first time I've been to Mablethorpe without him, and it's not very nice.
Just have some more laughs, some more memories together as we say goodbye. One final journey.
He didn't just want Mablethorpe, he had a spot. He wanted to be laid to rest on the promenade at the bench where him and his mate Jimmy used to just sit and watch the world go by.
You and Grandad spent so many years coming to Mablethorpe. When you close your eyes and think of Mablethorpe back then, what comes to mind?
The nice clean beaches, they were always clean, right, nice friendly people. Oh, the good weather, it was always better weather there than here.
Can you tell me a little bit about Grandad and Jimmy? What were they like when they sat on that bench?
Always reminiscing and always looking at people going by and all about what they had on and what they didn't have on.
You gave them that final holiday for Christmas. How important is it to you now that they had that last trip together?
It's important because we didn't know at the time, but it was going to be their last trip to Mablethorpe together, where they'd gone for years and years. And it was nice that they got to go.
Mum treated you both to that final holiday here at Christmas. Looking back, did you have a feeling that that might be the last time that you both saw the sea together?
No, because I promised him we would come back. He said it's been lovely reminiscing, and I said, don't worry, we'll come back next year.
But memory is different from reality. In my head, the promenade was peaceful. In reality, a wall of noise. As we stood there with him in that moment, the crowds around us, we realised we couldn't just leave him there. We couldn't leave him to watch the world go by with Jimmy, because the world was just too loud. So we scrambled. My nan mentioned Gnomesville, a quiet little spot nearby. We headed there looking for magic. All we found was ruin. The gnomes were smashed, the grass was overgrown. It was at that moment the mood hit rock bottom.
Describe what we found at Gnomesville. How did that make you feel about the search?
Speechless. Because I was told that it was a lovely place to be, so we thought, well, we'll put him there in Gnomesville. But when we got there, it was absolutely disastrous. It was disgusting. It was awful. There's no way in this world I would have put him there.
Terrible, because I mean people had put things there for the remains of people that they loved, and it had all been broken. It was shocking.
So Gnomesville was a a little area where somebody had taken time to decorate it with gnomes. Now, me personally, I don't like gnomes, they're scary little things. But someone had taken a lot of time and a lot of effort to make this little area with hundreds of gnomes, which in its day would have been absolutely amazing. However, it had weathered and it had clearly been vandalised, so it was quite disappointing to see. I know it upset you now quite a bit because of the damage, but yeah, it was disappointing to see.
I've been to Normsville. Yes, I've been to Normsville. I didn't say it's derelict now. It's Normsville, unfortunately. You know, it was a nice place years ago, but now it's derelict.
So I pulled up a map. I looked north, the high dunes. I recognised the track we used to walk down with the dogs. But we had a problem. Dave had just had a knee operation. He was on crutches. We couldn't just drag him up a steep sand dune, not unless we knew it was 100% worth it. So me and John went on a scouting mission.
You were on crutches that day. When you saw me and John go up that hill without you, what were you thinking while you were waiting at the bottom?
I thought, I can't go up the ups and downs anymore. At the moment. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what the memory it brought back. I thought, yeah, can't go up the ups and downs at the moment, can you then?
Once we crested the top of that hill, silence was so loud. I stopped and looked back at Mablethorpe. I remember thinking to myself, the view's nice, but is it right? That's when John called out. He'd walked further along the ridge.
When we got to the top of that ridge and I was looking back at the town, what made you keep walking further along?
I just wanted to see the sea. We climbed up this hill, and yeah, I could see the sea in the distance, so I just carried on climbing to see what we could see.
I turned and I walked over to him. And there it was, hidden in the grass. A bench.
Describe that moment when you first spotted the bench. Did you realise immediately that it was the one?
I did, to be honest. Obviously, everybody was talking about a bench where your granddad used to sit with Jimmy and look out over the sea. You'd almost picked this area that you wanted to go to, and then obviously walking up and seeing this bench, it was like everything you'd described earlier in the day. So that's why I shouted you over and said, I found the spot.
It wasn't the one that Grandad had asked for. But we knew, as we stood there in that moment, this was the reason to get Dave up that hill.
And when we came back down and we gave you the all thumbs up and the all go, how hard was that climb and was it worth it?
It was worth every minute of it, of course it was. Definitely worth the climb. We've been back since to visit.
When we finally got you up to that new bench on the dunes, how did you feel compared to the busy town? Did you feel like we could leave him there and he'd be alright?
Yeah, I did actually. But it was still sad leaving him there. Yeah, definitely. Terrible leaving him. But I think it was the best place to put him anyway. Yeah.
When we finally got up to that new bench on the dunes, how did it feel compared to the busy town, and do you feel like we can leave him there and he'll be alright?
Oh yeah, I think he'll love it there. It's a beautiful view of the sea and the beach. You can watch everybody walking the dogs, which he used to do. He used to walk his dogs on beach, and he'd love it. And we took him a birthday card for his birthday as well. So it's somewhere we can go where we know we're not going to get bothered by other people.
He wanted a bench where he could sit and watch the world go by. I think we did better than that. Up there, he's got the best view in Lincolnshire. He can see the sea. He can see the dog track. He can keep an eye on us. We went looking for a place to leave him. I think that's a place where we'll always be able to find him.